Hello guys, and welcome back to part 8 of Let's Play Crash Nitro Kart, where in this part we are going to be moving on to the Fenomena world, where we will be obtaining the free CNK Tokens, another red, green and blue, because that's actually what I figured out what the CNK Tokens are. So what we are going to do now is we're going to go on to the Fenomena world and just collect those. So basically we're just doing all the races again. So we're going to do them in the same order, I've just noticed. So you've got red for Out of Time, then you've obviously got green for Clockwork Wumpa, and obviously blue for Thunderstruck up there, which we'll be doing soon, but we're not doing that right now, so we're just going to do Out of Time first. And change this up a little bit and add a bit more challenge. I'm actually going to try Crunch Bandicoot. Because you think, why not try a character that has more favour of speed over handling? Because I haven't actually tried it yet. I'm just assuming that the controls will be stiff, but I don't exactly know that till I try it, so I just thought I might as well do it. So here we go with Out of Time, one of my favourite tracks in the game. Can we obtain all of the CNK letters first time around on the first lap? Hopefully we can. Oh, Mr. C, what the hell? I could have done a lot better there. But never mind anyway, can I get the N? No! Marcus, what am I doing? Hopefully this time I can do a lot better. Instead of keep messing up. So this clock section now, believe it or not, has actually been removed for this in Crash Team Racing Nitro field and changed about a bit. Because obviously they're taking out the anti-gravity like I said before. So basically now there's like this indoor clock section. Kind of reminds you a bit of Big Ben in London, if you kind of get what I mean by that. Which you drive around inside and it's sort of like enchanted. Sort of like got floating objects inside, like shards of glass from broken windows, which looks pretty cool in my opinion. So they've made some pretty interesting twists in this game. No! I've missed a C again, in such a terrible way, because I know if I mess up now, maybe it was a bad idea picking Crunch. I don't understand why I did that. Maybe I should have picked a turn character instead. No. Oh no. This is not looking good. So do wish me luck on the next lap. I've always found this anti-gravity section really fun though, although I will say that the new version in the remaster does look really good, so I suppose there's no worries there with that. So it's just a matter if I can get the letters C and N on the next lap, because I messed up pretty bad. What? I had the invincibility shield. I don't understand what happened there. What? Yes, the C, and now I've just got to get the N, so hopefully I shouldn't have a problem with that. I've just got to get this jump right. Yes! Nice! Now I do consider myself very lucky there, because I thought I was not going to get it. So I think I've actually learnt my lesson not to use Crunch again, because the jump and the turn is terrible. I mean, look at that. I mean, oh my gosh, that's absolutely awful. And no, that is the last thing I needed, because I do not want to lose the race. This is going to be very intense, so wish me luck. That's all you can do. Nice. So hopefully nothing gets thrown at me now, and I should be able to win. Yes. Come on. Yes! Nice. That's exactly what I want to see, so I think I'll get rid of Crunch now, because I know that he's not the right character to use for these challenges, as I might have learnt before from previous times I played this game, because I recently did a playthrough of Crash Team Racing for the PS1 using heavy character like Tiny, and I had an absolutely awful experience, so I definitely not recommend you do that. So and I'm sorry if my computer fans, you can hear that quite loud, because unfortunately my computer's being really noisy today with the fan. So that's 11 tokens. So now we're going to get our 12, so I should be 3/4 of the way through at that point after I've done Clockwork Wumpa. So of course CNK challenge, and I'm going to go back to, I think I'll use Coco for this one, because you've got good turn. So that's what I'm going to go for. Chair's creaking again, I really apologise. So here we go with Clockwork Wumpa, which I will admit is a track that I'm really impressed with what they've done in the remaster so far. And at this point I think Crash Team Racing Nitro Field is at the point of recording this is 20 days away. That's all. Or roughly about 20 days away, which is 20 days too long, because I can't wait to get this game right now. And oh no, not again. My emulator is lagging really bad. That is not what I want to see. At least that's an advantage when I do my Let's Play of Nitro Field. I can use my capture card, so I'm not having any issues with emulators and lag. But I mean, this whole inside section here looks really pretty. And this jump here is actually a lot harder than the shortcut in Cortex Castle, which a lot of people argue is perhaps the hardest shortcut in Crash Team Racing. But personally, in my opinion, it isn't. Although I'm really wanting to wait to see if I can try the shortcut in Oxide Station to see if that still works. And I have not collected any CNK letters on that first lap. I don't understand what I'm playing at, but I've completely missed the CNK letters altogether. I mean, how dumb can I get? Oh, this lag is terrible. But I'm not seeing the CNK letters, that is actually really worrying me. Is there one up here? There's got to be one up here. Let's check the corners. No? What? So where's all the CNK letters? Oh, the C letter's there. What? I thought I got that on the first lap. How did I miss that? Seriously, ignore my terrible playing skills today. Because I'm doing awful. No! And I am sucking really bad at this today. I don't understand why, but so there's a K. Well, at least I've got that. That's one positive. But it's just getting the other letter, which is going to be another thing altogether. No! Why am I getting crushed? That is not what I want to be doing. And I should not have had that, because now I can't see where I'm going, because the green shield's blocking my view. So now all I've got to do is get the N and hopefully win the race. So, wish me luck again on this one. I don't think this is going to end well at all. Yes, yes! So now all I've got to do is win the race. So this has been quite an intense episode today, I'm going to say. Which has probably never happened on a Let's Play part before. I'm really on edge right now because I mean, come on, I mean, all I've got to do is screw up on one thing, especially with this corner, which I'm really bad at. But yes, I still got lucky. Nice. I can't wait to get the hell off this laggy track. Because my computer's slowing down really badly. It might be time for an upgrade, I don't know. I got my computer back in 2015, so it is a few years old. So it might be starting to struggle with things like HD and emulators and recording at the same time, so hence why I'm recording this Let's Play in 720p. But I've started rendering them now in 1080p and it does make the video quality look a bit better. So we've just got one more track to go now, which will of course be Thunderstruck. So of course we're going to do a CNK challenge again. And I think we'll go back to Crash for this one. Because I seem to find that the balanced character is better for jump, turn, and the acceleration I need, so that's what I think I'm going to go for next. So here we go, Thunderstruck. Perhaps my favourite track in Crash Nitro Kart, because I've always been a lover of Thunderstruck. You know, the green skies, the stormy atmosphere. I mean, I can't wait to see what this track's going to look like in the remaster.
Are you looking at me? Who are you looking at?
For the simple reason, it's most of his track heavily relies on anti-gravity, so I wonder what it's going to be like without anti-gravity. I mean, Electron Avenue, which has kind of grown on me a bit in the remaster right now, even though I haven't played it yet, does look pretty impressive, but it seems a very different track on the sections that are anti-gravity. But on the plus side, it is now a longer track, so I suppose that's at least one good thing. I mean, like this loop right here, what, we're going to replace it with a spiral? I don't know, what's... That'll be quite an interesting one to find out, because I mean, I do believe that is going to look very different. I mean, all this section here obviously is going to stay the same. Items such as certain sprites and NPCs will of course stay the same, such as these hammer guys right there. Well, I believe they will, hopefully they will, because that's actually a feature I always like about Thunderstruck. But this is perhaps the track that I'm most hyped for to see in the remaster. I mean, I've seen some other tracks remastered and they do look pretty impressive. But I think I'm going to discuss more of that in my next part, because I mainly want to discuss the tracks in the Techni world when it comes to the remaster, even though we don't have the remaster yet, but I just thought to discuss them. And I've actually decided to upload these all one a day, which is something that I don't normally do. I usually leave a few days before uploading Let's Play parts, but I thought I'd upload these all together and not premiere them anymore, because these parts are so short, and you've pretty much seen the same thing again, as you have done from parts 1 to 4, so I just thought I might as well post them all together, and then we can move on to doing the relic races, because it won't be long now till the remaster comes out. And look at that epic lag again. I don't know if you remember me mentioning it in part 3, but that looks pretty sick. You know, it sort of like lags and it slows down as you're passing them hammer guys. That is actually pretty impressive and awesome, even though it is not intended by the game developers, because obviously these games were not intended to be played on an emulator. In fact, probably the whole idea of emulators wasn't around when this game was first developed, so... But honestly, it just goes to show how graphically intense this track is. As you can probably hear, my computer fan is running at absolute full whack right now. I mean, it's freaking insane how graphically intense this track is. And I do hope they keep the green skies in as well, because I mean, that's the most pretty thing about the whole track. Of course it's going to look a lot prettier than it does in this game right now, but I'm just hoping that they keep elements the same. So here we go for the slowdown, the slow motion as you're passing the hammer guys. Oh boy, wow, that is just awesome. I can never get enough of that. So here we go. I managed to get first place, and I managed to get all the CNK letters on the first lap, which is a first for this part, because obviously I've not been doing that very well at all. So what we're going to do is we're just going to continue right now as we collect our blue token. And I am just going to actually go and save our progress, because I was not doing that, or I was not save stating during my Crash Team Racing livestream I did the other night, and I lost all my progress. Fortunately I could load another save file and just redo the races that I've already done, you know, as a backup plan.
You won a token.
Which, to be fair, I didn't want to do, but obviously I had to do that. Because I obviously had to do it the makeshift way, because I was an idiot and did not save state. But anyway, this has been part 8 of my Let's Play of Crash Nitro Kart, where we've collected the CNK tokens from... Creaky chair again, really apologise. From the Fenomena world, and then in the next part, we are going to of course be doing Techni. So, as for now, I hope you all enjoyed watching this part. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in Techni.